Hello, Schulering, and welcome to another episode of our Schulering Hub podcast, Talking Hospitality. Our guest today is Ghaith Dalati, the general manager of Pullman Dubai Creek City Center, one of the hotels most engaged in sustainability in the world. He told us about their sustainability journey, engagement, the government support to hospitality, and their commitment to make Dubai the best city in the world. Hope you enjoy it and get inspired by their incredible attitude. Thank you very much for opening that space to talk to me in your busy schedule. I know how it is.
Sure, pleasure.
I know that Acre has the Acre Hotels Planet 21 that's around food waste. And I believe that is probably one of the main reasons why the Pullman Creek engage so much the sustainable actions. But is there anything else besides Acre's push that's been driving you and your team to achieve those?
Sustainability is a core value of what a core commitment is. Our owners also, which is one of Dubai biggest companies, which is Majid Al Futtaim. When you search around them, and you will see their commitments towards sustainability, net zero targets that they have put. These two companies come together, and we are the one translating this into reality. A core philosophy, sustainability, ESG, we would say, because now Planet 21 is phasing out, or we're moving away from this Planet 21 program, which was the foundation to where we are today. So we were the first companies who committed to eliminate single-use plastic worldwide. I mean, you can still go to other companies, hotels that stay, and they're still using plastic bottles, plastic amenities, single-use. In Accor, yes, last year, as part of Planet 21 commitment, it eliminated everything. So this is what drives us. And as a team, we got together and we said, we will implement this. So we have clear yearly targets, yearly ambitions that Accor actually set and say, we will achieve this. And we're proud to say at our hotel here at the Pullman and the cluster, we have been pioneering in this. So we now, which is, for example, a food waste management system, now is being introduced in Accor hotels, but we have been using this We Now system since 2016. Now, Accor didn't come to us at that time and said, we need to fight food waste. We started this journey back in 2016. Today, everyone is, in Accor, we have food waste targets to reduce and fight. We started since last year with Waste Lab to compost our food waste. We didn't yet at that time receive any guidelines from the brand, but because of our commitment, our ambition as a team at the Pullman, and we wanted a core philosophy to be translated and not just the guidelines that we are given. We went ahead, so we drove these initiatives. So it's a combination of a core commitment, Majid Al Futtaim commitment, and our team sustainability champions to really push the boundaries. And not forgetting also the Dubai tourism, Mauricio. They introduced in 2021 sustainability standards for the hotel. A very comprehensive list of hotel sustainability standards that they want to apply. They started in 2021. 2022 also, they came and audited the hotels. Now they are working towards certifying the hotels through third party. So it's not just a checklist to say, okay, you're done, but also reward the hotel. And our target is to be the first hotel to receive this certification in Dubai. And Dubai has 800 plus hotels. So you can imagine the importance of that when you say we are the first to get. So we're trying to set the benchmark for the industry here. We're trying to make sure we set the role model for hotels around us and be part of this Accor vision, Majid Al Futtaim and Dubai as a great city, to become one of the pioneers when it comes to sustainability, sustainable tourism around the world. It's not an easy journey, and it doesn't starts and ends with a certain criteria. It's a journey. So when we started last year with the single-use plastic, uh, that wasn't something we woke up in January and said, okay, let's do. Actually, from 2019, we started small steps doing that. Of course, availability of resources was always the challenge. So finding that, looking at how can we source out these materials that are eco, that are compost well, and all that. So our journey, it's a journey. It will never end. So that's what we believe, and that's what we're working together with the guidelines of Accor and Majd Al Futtaim, and Dubai now being also on the front line pushing this. So
sometimes we see a lot of business pushing towards sustainability. Some are more individuals pushing. Some places the government is pushing. But I see that in Dubai, it seems to be like a cultural push as well. What's behind there?
See, what I told you is how Dubai government, Dubai tourism brought this. They came and said, okay, we want to drive this. They went to the hotels. They even made workshops last year and invited hotels to see what are your challenges? What can we do? How can we do it together? And got us involved. So it's a collective efforts from brands, operator, government, individuals. And I think that's the key to success for such a important cause. Because today, sustainability is not about, I'm doing it for the marketing of my brand, hotel, or
Greenwash.
It's an important, it's a need. Sustainability is not anymore a marketing tool. Sustainability is today a must. It's a need for the generations, for the communities around us. Guests are more aware. Guests are more interested in knowing these things. They're talking about it. We are telling them about it, and we are engaging them. So I think, as you said it right. It's a culture. So creating this culture is an effort from us as operator, drivers of these programs, government, and there's no doubt how Dubai government is doing it here, working with the hotels to create this platform, and you will read soon, and hopefully once we get it, I'll share it with you, where Dubai will start rewarding these hotels. So I think that's the key to success. And us as individuals, today there's no hotel not trying to make an effort to do something related to sustainability. Some are doing small efforts, big efforts. And as I said, it's a journey. So every step matters. If every action matters these days.
Going back to at the Pullman, what has been done already from you guys? What have you done?
Okay. We'll start with small things and move towards the bigger projects that we have done. So one of the most important aspects, Mauricio, is our energy, which is water, electricity, and these are the two biggest source of carbon footprint. So we looked at this back in 2019, 2020, and we brought energy partners to work with us, and I'm sure you've heard of Siemens. So we have a very strong systems in place to monitor our energy consumptions, water consumption. So how does it work now? For someone like you who asked me, so okay, well, what are you talking about? Do you see the bill end of the month and switch off lights? And no. There are systems in place installed in our chilling system, pumps, airflow, water flow, to really measure flow per unit, where water needs to be reduced, where AC flow needs to be increased, the outside temperature, inside temperature, and balance it all. So we were one of the first to implement such project at a large scale, because we did it in 7 of our hotels at Majd Al Futtaim Accor hotels, Pullman being one of them, where I am leading here as a hotel manager. and that has contributed in when I say momentary, almost 10 to 20% saving in our energy consumption, which is big, huge. So that I think one of the important areas. Now you tell me, how do we measure it? How do we know it's good? You must be familiar with LEED certification. So we are platinum certified LEED building. So we also brought an external, labeling company to really make sure that we are aligned with these international standards and we are doing the right thing when it comes to sustainable buildings, energy, and all that. So this is one of the biggest projects we started with 3-4 years ago. Then we started small steps with the eliminating the single-use plastic, because that became a serious issue affecting not just Dubai, the world itself. Long story short, we achieved by 2022, which was last year, towards Q3, zero elimination of single-use plastic in any guest-facing area. So you go to your room, you go to the restaurants, you go to the lobby, meeting rooms, anywhere the guest goes, there will be no single-use plastic. Now, you want to tell me, so you're keeping the single-use plastic in the back office? Not really. So, for example, I'm sure you're familiar with those whenever you travel and you use a little bit of it and it goes to garbage. Some hotels recycle. God knows what happens with this, but this bottle is gone to waste. So we changed completely our amenities. So Accor came with a very strong program per brand to give us this tools, and we eliminated it completely from our guest amenities. You go to the room, all the items that are there are paper-based. No wrapping take place with plastic. In the outlets, no straws, cups, takeaway. The garbage bags we have, we use are all compost, so they are eco-friendly. So we went completely single use plastic in our operation, which is something we're very proud of. It comes with a cost, but that is the commitment we came up with. But the world is moving towards understanding that this is, necessity now, not a burden on us. Our tea, coffee, all these small items that comes in packaging are completely without plastic. Now, we don't go we stop here and say plastic. Even the materials we buy, we look at the details of the items. So when we source out our tea, coffee, and I'm mentioning tea, coffee because they're the highest consumed beverages we have. Our fruits and vegetables and products like cereals and all that, we challenge ourselves and look and say, okay, can we, is it fair trade? Is it sustainable? What is the packaging that is happening? Is it sustainable packaging? So it's not just a single-use plastic. We made it check. No, there is also a lot of efforts from our procurement and sourcing to find out, products that are sustainable. Papers that we bring, it has to be, recycled material. We eliminated papers in various areas in the hotel. So when you check in and check out, there's no paper at all. Everything happens electronically, and you go forth to your room and off you go. So a lot of things happen around that area. We mentioned a bit about sourcing out materials and the food. So the food also, we look at things, how sustainable it is. So when people ask, so what do you mean? You're in Dubai, there's no agriculture. Well, there is. So we source out certain vegetable fruits locally as much as we can, because that's better for the ecosystem. And when things are coming from abroad, we make sure that is also looked at, labeled, have the right certification and source of origin. Example, the coffee, fair trade, packaging, and all that. So these are things also are looked at extensively and in details. Yeah, so these are two big areas. We move into plastic, and I'm sure you know, the whole world is moving now towards reusable water bottles. So our employees, we have like around 100, 200 employees around. Everyone has their own bottles. We provide it for them. So reuse what sources we have. For the guests, we are currently using glass bottles, eliminated the plastic one, and we are building our own water bottling plant to reuse the glasses we have, which is now a project ongoing. So that is also an addition to all the efforts that we have done. So why is that? Because water is the essence of life. Buying, if I give you the numbers, 4,000 bottles a day for our cluster, and let's say 2,000 bottles a day in a hotel is a lot of plastic, and that's just going into waste. Yes, it gets recycled, but producing it and all that, and the impact of carbon emissions. So this is one part. Now, that is all good, Mauricio, but then the end what happens after guest stay, leaves, food waste, and all that. So we have a very strong recycling program in place. So I'm sure you'll speak to many hoteliers and hotels around the world, Dubai, and they will tell you, yeah, we recycle plastic, paper, carton, glass, etc. Here we are already doing this, but we past 2 years we have been focusing on two very important and neglected areas, or let's say three areas. Example, the cooking oil that goes out of the hotel. And thanks to Dubai government, there's a very strong system in there. So there's only certified companies to come collect this oils and recycle them in the right way. So that almost 99% of Dubai hotels does this in collaboration with the approved companies by the government. We are doing recycling for our e-waste. Hotels are a big source of electronic waste, and this electronic waste is really underestimated. And when we did some search around it in 2020, we realized, the huge impact of this on the environment. So e-waste is, all the electronics you use at the hotels. And in today's world, Mauricio, the laptop you're using is good for a year or two, and then it has to be upgraded, it has to be changed, because everything is improving, everything is evolving. Mobile phones, keyboards, all these electronic gadgets we use, TVs. I mean, there's no hotel that doesn't go through a cycle of changing TVs every couple of years, or, they're broken, and so on. So we partnered with a company that does the recycling of the e-waste in a sustainable way. So they take it locally, which is also what was a key factor for us, because sending it abroad and all that also will have an impact. So we recycle this here locally in UAE with a company that does it. And the last one is the food waste, which I spoke briefly before, but I can elaborate more. So we're using WeNow, which is a very advanced system that measures your food waste using AI technology, and tells you how to manage your purchases, menus, reduce certain items after collecting data throughout a period, and then gives you recommendations. So we've been using this for the last 7 years, which is something we're very proud of. We were one of the pioneers in the region, and that helped us tremendously, giving us outcomes of savings of food waste in there. Now, what happened with the food waste that is still there? We partnered with Waste Lab, which is a homegrown company here in Dubai. You will see some recent posts if you go to my LinkedIn. We're sending the food waste that is coming out of the hotel and doing a compost with it. So locally, which is something new that was not done in Dubai. There were efforts by hotels to have their own composting machine, but the question is, you compost, but what do we do with it? I mean, we are a city hotel. I don't have gardens. I don't have big areas to use all this compost. So we realized that, getting these machines and doing it might not be the ideal scenario for our hotel. What can we do? And then when we found and partnered with Waste Lab, I think we made a huge step. And this year we're working with them to compost 25 tons of food waste, which is a huge number. All this measured, monitored. We have monthly reports, gives us the CO2 emissions eliminated, impact, so also everything we do is great, but then if you don't measure it, how do you know the impact? So that is, I think, also a very important step when it comes to sustainability, is not just make the action, but measure it and see where you can improve, how you can benchmark it in there. Today, we are working simultaneously with Accor and Dubai government into the carbon calculator. So government wants us to calculate our carbon emission. Accor is also has launched a tool also to calculate that. And, if you don't measure it, you don't know how successful you are. So, I think, these are the major big things that we have been working on and we are proud of succeeding in and, achieving. Of course, it's a journey. So more efforts are happening, recycling our lemon, recycling our, leftover food that can still be consumed. So we're doing a lot of studies to see what further can we push and do.
Dubai seems to be a child walking in that journey, while Europe is a baby. Yeah, and some other regions haven't even launched an idea of what it is to get to that level of understanding and sustainability. I was speaking yesterday to a hotelier that is still in the kind of transition between the talk, the marketing, and the walk. It started doing after being talking for a very long time. They started to understand that, okay, we need to start walking as well, because the marketing already, we can't just do marketing. We need to do the action. Yeah. But it's still, is still not understanding really how deep. And the question that he was asking me is how much financial sense it makes to go fully sustainable. And I would transfer the question for you. How much the financial sense of transforming this whole transformation, because here they're still concerned about the costs into their pockets, not the cost in the environment. What is a worry on what, for me, it's a worry personally, but could you help them understanding that? Sorry to interrupt. If you're enjoying this show and if you're learning something new today, please consider following the show, subscribe to our channel, or leave us a review. It helps us to help more people through the podcast, and it would mean the world to us. Thank you for listening, and we're back on the chat.
I mean, see Mauricio, Dubai, when you say Dubai today, nobody in the world doesn't know Dubai. Okay, now how did they make it? How did they create this awareness? Through multiple things. They created a great destination, attracted investors, travelers, tourism, etc., etc. When we talk about tourism, which is a big contributor to Dubai growth and big part of it, we want to be the leaders. I mean, and sustainability is now embedded in that. It's not an added value. It's not a marketing tool only. So for us to grow as a destination, as a hotel, we have to build that within our core values. So today, our sustainability is not something we're just doing because it's a corporate target, it's a company target. It is necessity for the city, for the country, for the environment. It is embedded in the guest satisfaction. When we ask our guests, how do you like your stay? How's check-in? How's check-out? How is sustainability? I mean, we ask them that. We ask them to rate us, to give us feedback. Do you like the amenities we use? Single-use plastic, blah, 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 etc. So do we look at cost? Definitely when we are sourcing out. Nevertheless, it will not. It has not been the line between deciding to move into a more sustainable solution, because we know this is a mandated thing, not from a brand, not from a government, but as an industry, as operator, we have to. Yes, we do face challenges, but I think the world evolved drastically past a couple of years to give that alternative. I mean, I'll give you an example. When we shifted our single-use plastic, these amenities in the bathroom, I did a study after 3 months and 6 months to see the financial impact. Actually, we were saving, because you buy this, goes to garbage after the guests use it for a bit, and it goes to waste. Whereas now we have these big dispensers, hygienically placed, properly filled, and all that, and we're actually saving in there. So yes, businesses will look at the money and the cost aspect of it, but we never did, because we believe in it as our core responsibility. Dubai has put that gradually into the hotel's systems, and slowly integrated it, and we never looked at that. So if you tell me, is cost gonna be the decision to not do something, it never stopped us from, and that's thanks to a core Dubai in there. The challenges are there, yes, sourcing out, finding certain items are expensive, but they're getting cheaper by the time, because now, for example, let's talk about the takeaway containers. We have containers made from corn, from sugar cane. I mean, these are, available sources. They're cheaper than going and manufacturing these plastic and all that. So there are now sustainable options that comes at a good rate that, yes, will impact your costing, but it's necessary. It's necessity.
I believe that the more the hotels engage in taking a little bit of the increasing cost, will have more to produce, and the cost will slowly decrease as well and end up leveling it. And thank you for sharing that story. And what do you see coming in the next 5 years in that area, including technology? How can, or what type of technology you wish that would be out there already, or what is coming that you are planning in the pipeline?
I think everyone is talking now about AI, Mauricio, and I think that's the next level of sustainability. What does that mean? The resources we have, the data we have in our hand is gold. Are we looking at it? Are we analyzing it? And what actions are we taking from all that collective data that we gather, from waste to guest data to check-in to trends to, what are we doing with it? And I think how the world is evolving, and the industry, and the importance of AI coming, we will start realizing a lot of things, and it will open our eyes into many areas we can be more efficient. Efficiency is saving is sustainability. And when I say saving, efficiency of resources, efficiency of time, efficiency of manpower, efficiency of resources. So I think that will be more, more of a demand, not you cannot avoid that. So what I mean exactly? I mean, are we gonna see what do you call that? Paperless check-in in all the hotels? 100%. A lot of hotels do it, we do it, but it must be done. I mean, today, you're working from your home. I have an office at home. I don't have a printer. Why would I need to have a printer and print these, documents and papers? It's a small thing, but it has a big impact. And how the world is moving in 5 years, nobody should have a printer to print a document. Everything is now being moving around. The clouds that is taking all this data, say, this is the future. This is gonna happen, and it's happened, and we are already on cloud-based systems and all that, avoiding these big servers, this boom, space, energy, and all that. Information we have, the how we will analyze it and give us the data to be more efficient. We talked about our energy saving. I mean, this is AI already happening to tell us save here, save, turn off here, turn off that, and it's already embedded in the system automatically. So I think in the next 5 years we'll see more technology playing a big role in that, and all the actions we are doing when it comes to products will be not mandatory. I don't want to say use that word, but it's gonna be the norm. Today the norm is you go to a hotel, you use 10 towels in 3 days. In the future, that's your one towel. That's it. You're gonna use it for 2-3 days and goes out. I think we'll see more commitment from brands, owners, operators, governments. They will push all hotels to embed this, but we're lucky here in Dubai. It's a collective effort, and I think as you said, we're ahead of the game here versus different other parts of the world. The technology will help a lot in this area. I think it's going to happen, and it's already happening, but I think we will see more and more and more efforts in there.
Ghaith, that was a very inspiring talk. Thank you very much for sparing time to speak to me and explain a little bit more about Pullman Dubai Creek City. It was an amazing chat. It was really inspiring. You have no idea how far you guys in Dubai are from Europe. Okay, you have no idea. And that's why I'm bringing these stories. I'm talking to a lot of people now in Dubai, actually, because I want to start showing to people here in Europe, people in America, people in South America, that it's already happening. And please, let's take action on that. And I really appreciate your time, and thank you for being part of it.
My pleasure, Mauricio. When I make a post about such things, people call and say, okay, we want to do it. And that's the good thing, people are interested, but we need to spread the message. So congratulations to you and for all the efforts you do. I think, the little steps you do and these interviews will make an impact. And I think that's how the world is, I would say the world still have, good people around. We just need to spread the message.
Thank you, guys. Thank you very much. Have a great evening. Enjoy. Bye, guys.
Bye-bye.